Hello, this is Tina Rappe. Thanks for joining me in my Stampin' Studio. Here's the card we're making today, which is an absolutely gorgeous combination of Night of Navy and Whisper White. It opens like this so you can see through it, so let's go ahead and get started. The supplies that you're going to need for this card are a piece of Night of Navy cardstock, and this is 11 by 4 1/4, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. And then 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock. These are each 5 1/4 by 4. And then a piece of the new Floral Boutique Designer Series paper. This stuff is gorgeous. This is 5 by 1 1/2. All right. And then the stamp set that we're using is Floral Phrases. And I'm going to be using this image and then the congratulations. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is to create this front panel here. And it's a lot easier than you may end up thinking. So I'm going to go ahead and put some snail adhesive on the back of the Designer Series paper and layer this on the bottom with a little bit of a border around one of the pieces of the Whisper White. Then I'm going to get my Big Shot out. I've got the magnetic platform, one of the acrylic sheets. Scoot this over. This is going to go on here. And then I've got the layering squares, framelets, and I'm going to use the biggest scallop one. And then I will also be using not the largest square, but the second largest square. That's what we use on this card. So first of all, with the largest scallop, I'm going to go ahead and center that top to bottom, right to left, and we'll get the other plate over the top and crank that through. Okay, then this pops out, and this, I'm saving it because I know I can do a lot of cute things with that. So then this is what we've got right now, and the next thing that I need to do is to cut this inside square. And to make sure that things line up, what I'm going to do is I've got the piece of Night of Navy. Here's where I've got it scored. I'm going to take this piece and just center it on the top. Again, top to bottom, right to left. Then I'm using the regular square framelit here, and I'm going to center that in here. Just like that. And run this through. Okay. So then that pops out. We've got that, and now we have these layers. Okay, so now simply putting adhesive on the back of this. And I want to make sure we've got enough going around the whole thing. And then I'm going to layer this back on here. And that is how you end up getting a perfect border around here. I'll go ahead and fold that on the score line. We've got the other piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this is going to be for the inside. So right now what I want to do is I just want to set it inside. I don't want to adhere it down. I'm going to close this up. And then with the Floral Phrases stamp set, we're going to be using this image and congratulations and the Night of Navy ink. All right, so with congratulations, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and close this, and then I am going to center that right there. Okay, now with this image, if I set it on there, you can see how it's just a little bit too wide to fit that. By stamping congratulations first, I can now go ahead and open this up and then center it side to side here. So with this, I'm inking it up and I'm going to stamp it off. And then let me get over the top of it and stamp that down. Now, the reason I did not secure this down yet, would be just like that. I got ink on it, but what I would do is close this and make sure, am I good, am I centered, and then put it down. But thank goodness we have two-sided paper, so I'm actually going to do that part over again. So, get the ink off my fingers. All right, so same thing. Stamp the congratulations on there. Good. Open this up. Stamp off. There we are. Okay, and so this side works. It looks good centered, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down so nobody knows that I made boo-boos on the other side. That's why my recommendation is always do the stamping first before you put adhesive and stick it down, because then you've got the opportunity to stamp the other side. So one last thing that we're going to do here, and that is we're going to add some of the pearl jewels. So I just use a tweezers to pull those off, and then I can position them where I want, and I just want to put them in the center of each of those little flowers. Okay, so that quick and easy, we've got a special card which could be used for a wedding, graduation, lots of anniversaries, lots of different things. So I hope you enjoyed your visit today, and I'd love to have you come back another time. Thanks, and happy stamping!